How did you get your father-in-law's approval? My girlfriend Emma's father hated me from the moment we met. Not the normal protective dad thing. Real hatred, cold eyes, tight jaw, refused to shake my hand at their house. Emma said he was like that with everyone she dated, that I shouldn't take it personally. But 6 months in, and nothing had changed. I tried everything normal guys try. Brought wine to dinner, complimented his vintage Mustang in the garage, asked about his contracting business. He'd respond with one-word answers and then leave the room. Emma's mom would apologize for him, saying he had a hard time with Emma dating anyone. Then things got weird. Her father, whose name was Victor, started showing up places. I'd be at the grocery store and see him 3 aisles over, watching me. I'd be at the gym and he'd be on a treadmill across the room, not exercising, just staring. When I mentioned it to Emma, she said her dad shopped at that store too and belonged to that gym, that I was being paranoid. One night, Victor called me directly, first time he'd ever initiated contact. He said he needed help moving some heavy equipment at a job site Sunday morning, and his usual guys were unavailable. Would I help? I said yes immediately, thinking this was finally my chance to connect with him. The job site was an old warehouse being renovated, completely empty except for some construction materials. No other workers, just Victor and me. He had me move concrete blocks from one end of the building to the other for 3 hours. Hard, pointless work. He barely spoke, just pointed where things should go. Then he asked if I'd ever told anyone a secret I'd promised to keep. I said no, that I was good at keeping my word. He nodded slowly and said that was important in his line of work. That made sense for a contractor, I guess. Client confidentiality, bids, that kind of thing. The following week, he called again. This time, he needed me to deliver a sealed package to an address across town. He'd pay me $200. Just drop it off, don't ask questions, don't open it. I did it. The house was in a rough neighborhood, bars on the windows. A man answered who looked like he hadn't slept in days, grabbed the package, and slammed the door. I told myself it was probably just construction documents or something legal, but then I noticed Emma acting different. She'd get quiet when her phone rang, taking calls in another room. She stopped mentioning her dad entirely. When I asked if Victor had said anything about me helping him, she just said he appreciated it and left it at that. 2 weeks later, Victor called me to his house alone. Emma was supposedly at work. He sat me down in his home office and closed the door. Said he'd been watching me carefully, testing me, and I'd passed. He asked if I wanted to know why Emma's last 3 boyfriends had all suddenly left town. My stomach dropped. I said yes. Victor opened his desk drawer and pulled out 3 photos. Young men, all around my age. He lined them up on the desk between us. He said they'd all failed his tests. They'd asked too many questions, couldn't follow simple instructions, proved they couldn't be trusted with sensitive information. I asked what happened to them. Victor's face stayed completely blank. He said they made choices that led them away from his daughter, and that was all I needed to know. Then he asked if I understood what he was really asking me, if I was willing to help him with his actual business, not construction work. I sat there staring at those 3 photos, my hands shaking. Victor pushed a business card across the desk. It had an address and a time. Tomorrow night, 9 p.m. He said I should come alone and bring my work gloves, and that's when I realized the rest of the story is on my channel or linked below.